Hi, welcome to Storytime with the City Library. My name is Hannah. Today, the book I want to read to you is called Room for Everyone, written by Naaz Khan with illustrations by Merce Lopez. And it was published by Atheneum Books for young readers. Room for Everyone. The Dala rumbled and roared, and Musa and Dada were off to the shore to feast on a fish at the Friday Bazaar by the blue crystal waters of Zanzibar. So, a Dala is this truck right here. It's kind of like a bus to transport people. Soon after zooming past Zilika Street, they saw one old man and his bike with no seat. So the driver honked, pulled to the side, and asked, "Dear brother, do you need a ride? It's hotter than peppers out there in the sun. Come in. There's room for everyone." "But Dada," said Musa, "I don't think there is enough room for that man and that cycle of his." "Don't worry, Musa. There's space galore. If you move just a bit, we can make room for more." So in came the man with his sweaty old feet and his bike with no bell and no light and no seat. And after some wiggles and giggles and fun, they made enough room for everyone. Next they passed the Bagala boats, and a herder appeared with two little goats. So the Dala pulled to the side, and the driver yelled, "Do you need a ride? It's hotter than peppers out there in the sun. Come in. There's room for everyone." "But Dada," asked Musa, "can there really be enough room for a cycle, two goats, and me?" "Of course there is. If we squeeze a bit, we'll make enough room for us all to fit." And though the seating arrangement was tight, Musa could see that Dada was right. After a shuffle, a squirm, and a squeeze, they found a small space between Dada's knees. It's getting pretty full. Onward they went with a honk and a toot till vendors appeared with 3 baskets of fruit. So they pulled to the side, and as you can guess, Musa cried out and began to protest. "Mangoes and melons and parachichi," which I just learned this. Parachichi, that's how you say avocados in Swahili. Parachichi. Can you say that? That's avocados. "Mangoes and melons and parachichi, we don't have the space. Please listen to me." But up came the baskets of tropical fruits, and down dripped the juices on ankles and boots. Everyone wiggled and giggled galore, till somehow they carved out a space on the floor. The Dala is getting pretty packed. Onward they puttered, till a farmer appeared with 40 shiny pails filled with milk all the way to the top. So the Dala came to a stop. "We can't, we mustn't. I do not see where he could possibly sit," Musa cried in despair. But the passengers wiggled, and somewhere, somehow, they made space for the farmer and milk from his cow. The Dala drove past some farms till they saw 5 mamas with fish in their arms. So the Konda stuck his head outside, yelling, "Sisters, hello, do you need a ride?" "No," cried Musa, "this rickety bench has no room for those fish and their ickety stench." But the passengers wiggled and squished on the floor and made enough room for the ride to the shore. Do you see Musa up there? Looking kind of worried. 6 minutes later, a farmer was walking with 6 stinky chickens that wouldn't stop squawking. You think all those chickens are going to get on the Dala? And right there beside them were several fellas carrying 7 Kitenge umbrellas. Look at those umbrellas. See the different colors and patterns? They're really pretty. Hop in, someone shouted. Get out of the sun. There's plenty of room for everyone. Look at that Dala. Do you think there's room? Musa resisted. These chickens are fat. And 7 umbrellas? There's no room for that. Dada insisted. Just open the door. So everyone wiggled and giggled galore and eventually found enough room for more. How many more people and things do you think they can fit on the Dala? Soon they were making a turn down the lane where a vendor was carrying 8 sugar canes and 9 tender coconuts fresh off the tree. What yummy, refreshing drinks these could be. The passenger shouted, "Do you need a ride?" And as you can guess, Musa worried and cried, "This is outrageous. We can't let them in. We're already smushed like sardines in a tin." Though it was clearly a tight fit, they wouldn't give up. No, they just wouldn't quit. So in came the coconuts, tender and sweet, and the sugar canes tingled between people's feet, tickling everyone's toes as they wiggled, until even Musa started to giggle. Oh boy, this looks like a lot of people. A few minutes later, they stopped for fuel, which happened to be near a diving school, where 10 divers were ready to go with suits and gear and tanks in tow, trying to get in on all the commotion so they could explore the Indian Ocean. But was there room for all their stuff? Did the Dala have room enough? Do you think there's enough room on the Dala for 10 people and all of their diving gear? And though the Dala was packed from top to bottom and front to back, Musa yelled out, "Come, join the fun! We'll make enough room for everyone." Look, Musa's starting to feel happy. So the swimmers with snorkels and tubes and fins wiggled and giggled and wriggled right in. This page doesn't have any words, but we can see, look, there's even stuff on top. Try to get all of it in there. You see all the animals, people, fruits, all of them there. The tires were reeling and spinning and burning, the passengers sweating and twisting and turning. Elbow to shoulder, beak to nose, feathers to feet, udders to toes. What a sight to see, what a comical crew, stuck together like globbity glue. They clunkety-clunked like junk in a trunk, so close to a brink down, ker-plunkety-plunk. When suddenly all of them heard screech. Alhamdulillah. They arrived at the beach. And this right here, this word, that's Arabic for like thank God or blessed that they arrived. Alhamdulillah. Out came 10 swimmers with snorkels and fins who ran to the ocean and dove right in. Out came 9 coconuts, fresh and tender, and out came the whistling coconut vendor. Out came the 8 sticky sweet sugar canes with 7 umbrellas for sunshine and rains, 6 stinky chickens and 5 piles of fish, 4 heavy pails full of milk so delish, 3 big old baskets of fruit for a treat, 2 little goats, and a bike with no seat. They made it to the ocean. At last, they had finally reached the blue crystal waters of Nungui Beach, where Musa and Dada and everyone could wiggle and giggle under the sun. The end. And in the back here, it's got a glossary for some of those Swahili words that we heard. Did you like that book? I love this book. I think it's so fun. I love the pictures and the rhymes and the story. So thank you for joining me today for story time. We're going to end with our goodbye rhyme. So first, we'll take our hands. Our hands say thank you with a clap, clap, clap. Our feet say thank you with a tap, tap, tap. Clap, clap, clap. Tap, tap, tap. We roll our hands and wave goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you.